Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a very good day. So this is my book and movie review for The Girl Who Played with Fire by Stieg Larsson. As you guys know, this is the second book in the Millenium trilogy. A lot of people really enjoyed this book for sure. So expectations were high. They were really above my head. They were. And this review will be spoiler free. The plot from The Girl Who Played with Fire is completely separate from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The story arcs aren't connected at all. Of course, there are characters who are connected between both books, but I won't get into that. So all is good if you have yet to read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Also, I just wanted to mention that this series is an adult series. There is mature content within the books, some pretty strong language within The Girl Who Played with Fire, not so nice words being used amongst characters. Just a heads up for those who want to know. So let's talk about the plot, what the story is all about. So we have Mikkel, our main character. He works for Millenium, which is a magazine. He publishes stories exposing corrupt individuals. So the Millenium team is approached by this freelance journalist who wants to expose the sex trafficking industry within Sweden. Millenium says, yeah, let's do it. As the deadline for the story to be published comes closer, the two journalists who were working on the expose is murdered. And the murder weapon that was found at the scene of the crime has Lisbeth Salinger's fingerprints on it, and Mikkel strongly believes that Lisbeth is innocent, and that's pretty much where the story takes off. Next guys, let's talk about the characters in The Girl Who Played with Fire. First, our main character Lisbeth Salander. We get to know a lot more about Lisbeth's character for sure. We know more about her past, her childhood, the kinds of trouble she's been into. We also find out more about her character in the present time, pretty much how she's grown and changed. We see her self-reflect more and see how her actions really affect those around her. She is still strong, independent, fierce. So I really like Lisbeth's character a whole lot. As far as the other characters in the book, there are a lot of side characters, I felt. Not only do we have the Swedish police, we also have Milton Security and the Millenium crew. I wasn't really attached to a lot of these side characters. We get to see hidden motives and agendas between certain characters and how they feel towards Lisbeth Salander, showing how much they are prejudiced towards anyone who's different. There was just a lot of focus on these characters that I wasn't really feeling. I was actually discussing more with certain cops and their bigotry against Lisbeth's character and other female characters in the books. I wanted to punch them in the face. So yeah, but all of this focus surrounding other side characters, these cops and just other people, I felt was really taking away from the focus on Mikkel's character and Lisbeth's character. I wanted to read more of them. That's how I feel about the characters. Let's talk about the plot next, guys. The beginning was quite slow. The story really establishes where we left off with Lisbeth's character and Mikkel's character. It's not till around 70 pages that we're actually introduced to this freelance journalist, and not until about 200 pages till we get into the actual murder investigation. So it's about 200 pages before we're actually introduced to what's revealed in the synopsis on the back cover. Of course, there's a lot of foreshadowing beforehand, but you know, we don't really get into it till later. And as far as the middle, the investigation part, the pacing was quite staggered, but for the most part, the investigation was very, you know, crime scene investigation-ish. And the ending, holy crap, was crazy. Cliffhanger, major cliffhanger. It was insane. And the writing, for the most part, was very good. At times, not as descriptive as I was hoping for, kind of straightforward. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give The Girl Who Played with Fire 3.5 out of 5. I like the story. I was hoping that there would be a shift of focus in characters. The pacing I felt was just pretty rough. Next, guys, let's talk about the movie review of The Girl Who Played with Fire. This was released back in 2009. Of course, I'm talking about the Swedish version with Noomi Rapace, and she plays Lisbeth Salander. As far as the acting is concerned, Noomi Rapace is still very excellent as Lisbeth Salander. As far as the acting, the directing, the cinematography, all of that, I thought for the most part was very straightforward. What really stood out to me though in the movie adaptation is that it was quite different from the book. There are aspects in the movie that I felt, you know, why did you have to take that out? It was quite necessary, I thought. I really liked though that the movie shifts focus on Mikael and Elizabeth's character a whole lot. The whole movie is about them two and trying to figure out what's going on. Mikael trying to prove Elizabeth's innocence and Elizabeth Salinger trying to face her past. So I really like that. There was not really a focus on the police or their formal investigation at all, which I really liked. So for the most part, I thought the movie adaptation really trimmed out the unnecessary side stories and characters and really focused on the main story arc between Mikael and Elizabeth's character. I thought the movie really focused on that aspect of the story really well, which I really liked. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give The Girl Who Played with Fire, the movie, 3.5 out of 5 as well. I think overall, I just don't love it as much as I really enjoyed The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Just merely pacing issues. There were some really great action scenes. There was a lot of suspense and drama, especially towards the end yet again. So that's everything, guys. I hope this review was helpful. I'm still looking forward to finishing the Millennium trilogy for sure, because at the end, oh my gosh. That's everything, guys. I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.